Hi there, and welcome to day 2 of 14 days of yoga. Take a moment to settle in a seated position, whatever that means for you. I like to prop up my hips with a nice blanket. Take some of the tension off the hips. So settle in however feels good for you, and then close your eyes. Let the eyelids grow heavy. Feel those sits bones firmly pressed into the earth. See if you can sit an inch taller. And then take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Again, full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Last time. Full inhale, taking your time, filling the lungs completely. And exhale it slowly out. Continuing to breathe. Bringing the gaze, the awareness inward. And mentally taking a body scan. Notice anything that comes up, anything that comes to mind. And gently set that aside. As you breathe, letting your mind mentally catch up with your body. Noticing if it's somewhere else. Thinking about the past or something on your to-do list you have yet to do. See if you can plug into this moment, this breath. And finally, setting your intention for class tonight. Or if you're dedicating your class to someone, hold them in your heart. And take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Slowly opening the eyes, just a crack, letting some of the light come through. If you were sitting on a pillow or a blanket, just remove it to the side, bringing the sits bones back down to the earth. And then inhale, bringing the arms up overhead, reaching through the fingertips. Melt the shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Tenting the fingers on the earth as you inhale, plugging from the sits bones through the top of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Softening the back of the neck. Taking a full inhale into that back body. I like to imagine the ribs just expanding in the back body, creating this bigger space expansion. And then slowly rolling back up, bringing the palms behind you, fingers facing you, lifting the chin and chest if that feels good. Take a full inhale into that front body. And then exhale, coming forward. Switching legs. So whatever leg was behind, for me it was my right. Just bring it up and over. So now the left one, the opposite, is behind. And then once again, feeling rooted in the sits bones, lift up through the fingertips. Lengthen on both side bodies, and then exhale, hinge at the hips. Tenting the fingers, inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, hinge at your hips, softening the back of the neck. Taking a full breath into the back body. And slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Coming forward onto all fours, into tabletop. Bring the palms under the shoulders, knees under hips. Take a moment spreading the fingers. And start to make little circles with the hips. Maybe clockwise to start. And then maybe counterclockwise. Maybe making bigger circles with the hips, so the hips go all the way back to the ankles and all the way forward towards the wrists. And maybe you make some figure eights with your hips. So consider this time free movement, moving in a way that feels good for you today. And then also noticing where you're holding tension today. Might be different than yesterday or tomorrow. No rules here, just moving. Taking one more full breath. And when you're ready, coming back to the tabletop, flip the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And taking a moment to settle in here. Breathing, walking out the dog as you ground through the right heel, bending the left knee. Take a breath and then maybe switch. Bending the right knee. Pulling the navel in and back. Relaxing the neck. Maybe gently shake it out. And lifting the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bringing the knee to nose, step it forward. Step the left foot to match the right. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Staying here as you toe heel the feet out a little wider, grabbing opposite elbows, and then folding a little deeper. Shaking the head out, yes, no. Feeling the elbows grow heavy. And maybe you rock side to side. Noticing how in this shape your breath changes. Tuning in. And releasing the arms to the earth. Slight bend in your knees, ragdoll, like you're moving through water, moving slowly. Coming all the way up to top. Roll the shoulders up and back. Inhale the arms up to the sky. And then release the left arm down by your side as you lean over to the left side, keeping the length in that right side body and feeling the fingers, your left fingers, trace the outer edge of the thigh. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, coming back up to center. Bring the left arm to match the right. Lengthen first, then release the right hand, right fingers down to the right thigh as you lean up and over the right side. Again, feeling the fingertips tracing the outer edge of your thigh. Take a full breath into that left side body this time. And coming back up to center, right arm to match. Inhale, lengthen, palms together, slight back bend, and slowly moving, bringing the thumbs to the forehead, to the lips, to the heart. Forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, release the hands, stepping back to plank, lowering the knees, chest, and chin. Bringing the palms outside the mat. Tent the fingers as you inhale. Reach long through the crown of the head, straightening the arms. And then lowering all the way down. Bring the palms to the earth, bend the knees. Pressing back, child's pose. Taking a breath, filling the back body. Lifting the hips. Rising up, downward facing dog. Left side, shift the weight into the right foot, lift the left leg up and back. Bringing the knee to nose and then stepping that foot forward. Right foot to match. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Pausing here again, toe heel the feet out a little wider. Grab opposite elbows if that feels good again for you. This time noticing if the weight is in the heels or the toes. Just rock forward and back. See how that feels. Again, releasing the tension in your neck. Release the arms to the earth. Slight bend in your knees. Ragdoll, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Roll the shoulders up and back. As you inhale, arms to the sky, slight back bend. Exhale, thumbs to forehead, to lips, to heart, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, release the hands, stepping back to plank. Holding at the top, pressing through the heels, lowering the knees, chest and chin. Arms outside the mat, tent the fingers as you inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Pressing the palms into the earth, pressing back, child's pose. When you're ready, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And know that you can always stay in child's pose too if down dog is not accessible or you're just not feeling it today. It's your practice, make it what you want. Taking a few breaths, spreading through the fingers, take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Shift the weight into the left foot, lift the right leg up and back, step it forward, low lunge, grounding through that grounding that left knee. Get the foundation first, so firmly planted in that right foot and then rising up from here. And we're dropping the hips, so you'll feel this a lot in that left hip flexor, opening up the space here. Feeling lifted up from the bottom of the rib cage. Slight back bend, lifting through the heart, through the fingers. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, release the hands. Flipping the left toes, press back through the left heel, and then twisting from the heart, opening to the right, floating the right fingertips up to the sky. And shoulders are back down the spine, staying active through the left heel, and maybe making circles in the sky with that right wrist, rolling it out. Take a full inhale. Exhale, release the hand. Stepping the left foot to match the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, reaching to the sky. Taking your time. Slight back bend. Releasing the thumbs to your forehead, to your lips, to your heart. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, release the hands, stepping back to plank. Staying at the top of the push-up, reaching through the heels, lowering the knees, chest and chin. Palms wide, tent the fingers, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, release. Press the palms back. Coming back to child's pose for a breath or two. You could even stay here if you prefer over down dog. Otherwise, lifting up and back, meeting me in downward facing dog. And take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Shift the weight into the right foot, lift the left leg up and back. Step it forward, low lunge. Drop the right knee this time. Again, getting that foundation. Sink the hips, lifting up. Energized in the inner thighs. So squeezing the thighs together gives you this lifting sensation. And keeping that feeling in the heart, in the chest, like someone's lifting you up from the bottom of the ribs. Take a full inhale, lifting through the fingertips. And exhale, release to the earth. Flip the right toes, lift the back knee, twisting to the left with the heart leading, reaching the left fingertips to the sky. And staying lifted, lengthened in that right side body, shoulders back and down, making circles with the fingers in the sky. Keeping the length, take a full inhale. Exhale, release the hand to the earth. Right foot to match the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising, reaching to the sky, taking your time. Palms kiss at the touch, slight back bend. They kiss at the top. Bring the thumbs to your forehead, the lips, the heart. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release the hands. Stepping back to plank. Lowering the knees, chest and chin. Keep the palms wide. Tent the fingers. Full inhale, lengthen, lift. And exhale, release to the earth. Press the palms into the mat. Pressing back, child's pose. Taking a few breaths. Or 2 or 4. Big toes touch, forehead to the earth. For a shoulder release, you can bring the arms back behind you, palms facing up. Let the shoulders soften. As you breathe, remembering the intention you set at the beginning of class. For that person you're holding in your heart. Take an extra breath for them. And slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming to sit in hero's pose just for a breath. Recalibrate the spine, everything in line, palms face down on the thighs. Take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Come to a seated position. Bring the legs out in front of you. Straighten the legs, flex through the feet. And then remove the flesh from the sits bones. Just gently pulling the butt cheeks away is what that means. Sometimes this yoga jargon happens and you're like, what is she talking about? Yeah, just pull the butt cheeks apart. Grounding through the sits bones, same thing. Flex through the feet. Inhale, rising up, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, hinge at your hips, keeping the long spine, reaching for your fingertips or your ankles or your shins, wherever you are. And if you need to bend the knees to grab the feet, you can do that. Or if you have a towel or a blanket that you want to wrap and use as a strap, that also works. Taking one more full breath. Release the feet, slowly rolling all the way up. Bring the arms in front of you, just like the legs, and engage the core. Reach through the fingers as you roll all the way down onto the mat. Bringing the arms up overhead, stretch from the fingertips to the tips of the toes. And hug the knees into your chest, rocking side to side, nice little lower back release massage. And we'll come to do one bridge. Bring the feet to the earth, knees up to the sky, and with the palms on the earth, walk the feet in a little bit. See if you can touch the ankles. See if that works for you. And the knees are going to want to gravitate outward, so just make sure that you keep them engaged in line with the hips. Just something to notice. Pressing the palms onto the earth, and then first pull the navel down towards the earth, as if you could push your belly button down to the earth. And then you feel the lower back on the earth, right? You feel that connection? Then from here, press into the heels, lifting the hips up. And as you lift, bringing the chin slightly towards the chest, so keep the length in the back of the neck, and keep the gaze forward. No turning left and right, that could kink the neck, so just staying here. Keep lifting into the heels. Keeping the knees in line with the hips. Keep lifting the hips. We're building heat here, right? So keep breathing, keep lifting into the heels. Taking 2 more full breaths here. You can do this. So keep pressing into the heels. Lifting the hips up. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, slowly lowering the hips all the way back down to the earth. Bring the feet mat's distance apart. Rock the knees side to side. And then hug the knees into the chest. Bringing the arms inside the legs, grab the outsides of the feet, coming to happy baby. Maybe rocking side to side if that feels good. Knees are nice and wide. And then when you're ready, releasing the legs, coming all the way down into final Shavasana. So let the feet fall away from one another, arms by your side, palms to the sky. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Breathe here in this stillness for about a minute, and then I'll wake us up to finish class together. Welcome home. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms up overhead, stretch from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Take your time rolling onto your right side body. Pausing there for a breath or two. And then making your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position on your mat. Keeping the eyes closed. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I always close practice with a moment of gratitude. So think of one thing you're grateful for and hold it in your heart. And we'll close our practice with one Om. Join me. Take a full inhale. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great day. Namaste. Great job, my friend. I will see you in the next video for day 3.